Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You can go on up and knock that out. Thank you. All right. There's 3 things I want to show you. The first thing I'm going to show you, I've already made an announcement about it. It is the new black label rinse, but a lot of people don't know some of the details about it. So I'm going to walk you through those details, and then I'm going to show you 2 other new things. But this is the latest new thing from TMF. It's a very unique rinse. We're calling it Rob's Secret Formula Black Label Rinse, and it's in the wonderful Sweet Breeze scent. So that's really nice. Okay. Now, what makes this really unique is, number 1, it's self-neutralizing. So it's a little bit on the alkalinity side, but it comes right back down for you, and it's also very synergistic with our Black Label pre-spray. Matter of fact, grab a case of Black Label pre-spray, put it right up here for me, if you would. Black Label pre-spray, put it right up there. So it's very synergistic. They work hand in hand, and they both have the same scent, which is the Sweet Breeze, which is also in our Unchained, and it's also in our new Pure O2 with Sweet Breeze. So that way you've got a booster, you've got a pre-spray, you've got a rinse, and you've got something for urine. So it covers the whole gamut, and we've also got a deodorizer coming soon, so keep your eyes open for that. It goes right through the whole thing. Now, a couple of things about it. Of course, like our other products, no VOCs, no butyls, no ammoniums, no bleaches, no solvents, no alcohols, no acids, no polymers, no sticky residue, and it doesn't damage or build up inside of the machine. So, and what's cool about it is this can be used on carpets, it can be used on upholstery, it can be used for hot water extraction, but what really makes it unique, it can also be used for VLM, very low moisture. So it's a dual method product, okay? So that's really cool. You can use it as a carpet pre-spray, you can use it as an upholstery pre-spray, and as a rug pre-spray, or run it right through your machine if you want to when you're using VLM. So that makes it very unique. Now, please do not miss out, and I teach all my technicians to do this right here. And don't miss out on sales. Remember ABC, always be closing? You should always be closing. So when you get inside of a home and you got this product right here, don't do it right away, but after you clean for a little bit or the customer comes in and says, oh, it smells so nice. Yeah, well, thank you, Mr. Jones. We use some really good products. Maybe after a couple of minutes, come on back in there, let her smell the lid, and then read her off why we use these products. Okay, you can say, Mrs. Jones, you know, it cost me just a little bit more money, but it's well worth it. Why is it? Check this out, Mrs. Jones. 99% green and ready to use. Soap-free, smells amazing, emulsifies. It doesn't leave any residue. It leaves the carpet fibers silky soft. Strips away soils and oils and stuff like that. Doesn't void warranties. So those type of things, there's great selling points on here, and you should be using it. Plus, lastly, we've also got pictures on here, so you can't go wrong if you got pictures, right? All right, so that's the number 1 thing I wanted to show you. I've got 3 new things to show you. That's the Black Label. Oh, by the way, as my son said, it comes in what is this, almost 8 pounds, son? Yes, 8-pound containers as a rinse, and it's very economical, and also it comes also in a pail. So keep that in mind. It comes in pails and it comes in containers. So we'll back up on over here. I'm going to show you the other 2 things. We'll work our way back carefully. All right, and I kind of wanted to mention that there is a special announcement. I've got an industry announcement that's going to be coming up, and I'm going to be making that Thursday, probably around 6 o'clock. Watch for it. I'm going to go ahead and put something inside of the page, so you'll be able to see it inside of the page, okay? That's on the Truck Mount Forums fan page, so just kind of keep that in mind. We're going to flip around here just for a second. You guys keep on backing up. Keep on backing up. I'm just going to flip around just for a second. And you can see we got the shipping guys over here. They're busy working. Oh, by the way, if you need something fast, that's one thing about TMF is really well known for. Once your order comes in, we get it out to you as fast as possible. And right now, we've got a couple more orders trying to get out because UPS is just about to show up. So we've got the shipping guys going on here. This is our shipping flow. This is our new location. We're really excited about it. It's 2 floors. And I'm going to take you upstairs and show you something really cool we've been really working on. So,
hey, Ed, tell them that UPS is here.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of the boxes need to go.
Okay, you guys grab those boxes, get them out to UPS, and let them know and oversee that. Watch out for the machine moving over there too, okay? All right, we're going to go upstairs. I'm going to show you now, upstairs here, 2 other things. I'm going to show you something new that I don't want to say what it is till we get up there. So let's go on upstairs, guys, and I'll show it to you here. There's something new in here, but I'm not going to announce this. It's in here. Maybe somebody can catch it. All right, there is something brand new out in here. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm saving that for its own video, okay? All right, so we're going to back up over here. You might want to go this way so you can get a good, better view, son. Kind of go to the right. There you go. All right. So the number 1 thing is the Black Label rinse. Keep that in mind. It's a great product. Now notice what's going on here with all the electronics. Now, as y'all turn the corner, take a look. TMF podcast. Yeah, we're really excited about it. We're setting up all the lights, got the electronics, got the keyboards, got our microphones, our headsets, and we've got it all set up so we can go ahead and do podcasts. So watch out for that. We'll want to go on Spotify, son, and it'll go on wherever all the podcasts go, maybe Apple Play and stuff like that. I'm not familiar. That's what they do. I'll be doing those podcasts. So keep your eyes open for that. And if there's any topics you want, let me know. I'm also going to have people coming in here. We're going to be interviewing them. And there's going to be a lot more education, a lot more information coming along. So there you go. So number 1 is the Black Label Rents. Number 2 is the podcast. I'm really excited about it. It took a little while to put this together, really come up with it, get the electronics right, get the sound right, and hopefully it's going to be a once-a-week thing. And you know what, Rob, it would be nice, son, if people could let me know what they think is a good time for them to have the podcast each week. So if you can come in here and let me know what you think, which day you think is the best day for the podcast, let me know. Of course, it'll be available. And I'm going to try to go ahead and put them on YouTube also. We've got somebody here filming for our YouTube channel. So if you don't get this video or you're out cleaning right now still, maybe on the West Coast, right, Rob? They're over on the West Coast 3 hours behind. Remember, we're here in Virginia. And you can always come visit our location. We'd love to show you around. You didn't even see the showroom or the offices, but you saw the warehouse and the shipping flow and stuff like that, and you see how we're going. But just remember, we're very customer service oriented. If you look up our reviews, nobody has more 5-star reviews. I think we're 6,000 or 7,000 independent reviews. Just go to tmfshop.net, look at our reviews. We take our supply business very seriously. We understand that downtime's a killer. We understand when you need your product or your tools, equipment and stuff like that, we're going to get it out to you as fast as possible. And if you have problems, I'm right there. I'm very accessible. You can go ahead and I can help you with anything, any situations you run into. So you're also getting help with customer service. You're getting some mentoring, and you're also getting some help with repairs and stuff like that if you need it, or if you run into a sticky situation where you can't figure out a problem. People are always messaging me all day long, and I appreciate it. I enjoy talking shop. People are always asking me, hey, well, what do I do with this floor? What do I do with this stain? What do I do with this carpet? What do I do with this countertop? What do I do with this piece of furniture? You name it. Keep the questions coming, and we'll keep the juices flowing for you. Okay, last thing I want to show you is these wands over here. Excuse the mess, because remember, we just moved in here in April, okay? So it's still fairly new. And if you notice over here, I've got some wands lined up. The reason we have these wands lined up is for a couple reasons. But number 1 is we have updated the wands, and so we need to update the pictures, right? So we have a professional photographer coming in. So when you see the pictures online right at this moment, they have the smaller windows. They don't have the jacket here. They don't have the new upgrades up here. And they don't have the new handles on it. So they're all upgraded, so keep that in mind. This is an 1.5 inch wand. You see how light it is. You see the colors that it comes in. Well, we've also beefed up the manifold brackets and stuff like that. So we've really made a lot of changes to it. And the reason we paint the tubes instead of the head, our competitors paint the heads and don't paint the tubes. The reason being is because the heads hit furniture all the time. I don't care how careful you are, you're going to hit some edges of furniture, or when you're putting it out of the truck, you're going to scratch it up. So I'd rather the scratches be here and not here, and that way the paint looks really nice with the powder coating. So some of the colors we have, I think we can get some special order colors, don't get me wrong, but we have it in green, we have it in orange, we have blue, we have pink, we have red, we have black, and I think that's about all the colors.
And one of them is non-what?
Non-swivel. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Good point. I totally forgot about that. Which one is it here?
It's the orange one that I think that you just lifted up.
Yep, sure is. Huh.
There's also
I didn't even notice that.
Black one. There's a black 2-inch on your left-hand side.
Wow, okay, yeah, that was the second. That was the third announcement, right? Yeah, so number 1 was the Black Label Rents. Number 2 was the podcast. And number 3 is not only we upgrading the pictures, but thanks for reminding me, son. I appreciate that. That's why we make a great team, right? Now we also offer the wands in non-swivel. So you can get them with the swivel or without the swivel. Some people are just dead set on not having a swivel because they don't want any more moving parts. And I understand that. And to me, that makes it really a lifetime wand, because when you have moving parts, you might have a couple of little issues, but we're right here to be able to help you if you do. Of course, you want to make sure that you keep them greased. They have a grease zerk and stuff like that. And don't forget, you can also still lock in the head even on the swivel wand. So the head is on here, and I believe this is the 16-inch. Oh yeah, these come in a 16 and a 14-inch version. You press this button here, and the head unlocks. Press the button in, and the head locks. So you can use it either way. So keep that in mind. You can use it as a locked and unlocked. But I guess the third and cool announcement is those guys who wanted a non-swivel, it's now available. And most wands have been non-swivel throughout the decades, right? So swivels are some kind of a new anomaly that we now have out there. But the pictures will be upgraded. Inside of the store will be the non-swivel wands and the swivel wands with the upgrade pictures. But remember, I think all the wands, except a couple of 16 inches, Rob, already have the new larger sight glasses, right?
14s only.
14s. Yeah. No. I said all of them have the new sight glasses, except for a couple of 16s.
Correct.
Right.
16s maybe springtime.
Springtime before we have those. So if you're ordering any 14-inch wands, whether it's 2-inch or it's 1.5 inches, even if the picture's not totally upgraded yet, we're getting there. It's going to be the new style that comes in. A lot of people are excited about that. So we get about 6 or 7 different upgrades from the handle, the bigger window, the covered backing here, the improved bracket, the improved manifold brackets. So we're always innovating and trying to improve the product for you so we can keep you happy as possible. And if you do have problems, like I said, I'm very accessible. You can reach me by email, by phone call here, by text message. But most people like to reach me in the Truck Mount Forums Cleaning Professionals group. So if you're not a member, please join that. It is either a private or semi-private group on Facebook. You can come in there. We'll be glad to add you in there. And there's a lot of good information, and it moves fast. If you want something a little bit slower and more larger, like a library, go to truckmountforums.com. That's our huge forum that we have there. So you have number one, you have the rinse, the Black Label rinse. That's popping off the shelves real nice. And the feedback so far has been extremely positive. And here's one more thing to keep in mind. When I release a product, it's only after I've taken it out and tested it out myself first. I either test it in my rug shop, I either test it here, or I take it out in the field and generally test it first. And we use it for a while to make sure it's tested, tried, and proven, not inside of a laboratory with a lab coat and dirt that it's not the type of dirt we run into. So that's number one. Number two is the podcast area. Really excited about the podcast area. And then number three is now we have the non-swivel head wands for people who want the standard style wand heads. Right, exactly. Now I want to make an announcement about an announcement. And I believe it's going to be Thursday, we said, son, right? Thursday around 6 o'clock. There will be we're going to try to put a link up. You can click on the link and you can come in there. But this is a very important industry announcement. I've never made one like this before. And it'll be pretty in-depth, and I want to be careful not to give it away. So watch out for that. And can we have it in our podcast area, son?
It'll be Thursday, December 23rd, yes.
December 23rd in the podcast area. So we'll have that open, and we might even count it as a podcast. I'm not sure, but it's at least going to be there. So I want to take a minute to thank everyone for all their support this year. We could never have gotten to where we are now without all the different members out there and the different people who have supported tmfshop.net, Truck Mount Forums, or the Facebook page. And don't forget, if you get a second, to sign up to our YouTube page. If you haven't already, you'll get an alert, and it'll let you know when there's a new video out. Like we just put a new video out, and that's been very busy. It's been really kicking lately about the Vibe, right? We did the Vibe live video. We took a live video like this, moved it to YouTube. And what we did was we explained VLM from A to Z. VLM and end cap, which is very low moisture. So a lot of people are getting a lot of information off that. I always take the time to try to educate people because we live in the day of the educated consumer. So I want you to be as educated as possible so you can make an educated decision. That way you don't have equipment just sitting around and wasting money, because you want to keep all that in there for return on investment. Now, speaking of return on investment, somebody said, well, this wand might cost me, a certain amount of money, right? Okay? Remember, it's very difficult to pay too much for something. What do I mean by that? This wand's going to make you thousands, if not tens of thousands, or even millions of dollars. Okay? And on top of it, there's wands out there right now which are the standard wands in titanium, because this is a titanium wand. You can spend $1,500 for it. It doesn't come with a glide. It doesn't have a sight glass, so you can't see, if you got your pre-spray out of the carpet and whether the carpets are nice and clean. It doesn't have an adjustable manifold. It doesn't swivel, so you can't get down under furniture and stuff like that, where this here, you notice, it swivels and gets down flat while you clean. You can't do that, so you're spending $1,500 for that. It doesn't have an ergonomic handle. It doesn't have the soft touch valve. which really makes a big difference, and a high pressure valve. Doesn't have the protector on the back so you don't get burned. Oh, and it doesn't even come with a glide. So if you had to convert, I'm not going to mention the brand name, I'm going to leave that out of here, but if you had to convert the older #1 selling standard rigid titanium wand, you spend about $1,500 for it, but to upgrade it, it would cost you $1,000 or $1,500 to upgrade it. Okay, oh yeah, and then it's not even powder coated. And we like to use a textured powder coat, so that way it holds up better and it's really hard to scratch it. So that really makes a big difference. Oh, and another thing too, son, they don't have temperature gauges on theirs. So you spend $1,500 for theirs, you don't get all that, and I keep all the parts in stock. I mean, you name it. I have every part in stock so you don't have any downtime. You call me up, you got a problem, I'm Johnny on the spot. I'm going to help you out and get you through any situation because I understand that downtime is a killer. We're in a race against downtime, and I'm not going to let you suffer. You hear that, guys? All right, good. Glad you heard that. All right. So that's it for that. Watch out for the announcement. It'll be Thursday, 6 o'clock, and that is Eastern Standard Time because we are in Virginia. And some cleaners like to fly in here. That's good. Or come visit us. We like that a lot. But please keep in mind to contact us first because sometimes I'm out on the road. And I'd love to be able to meet you. My brother, my son, and all of us, we love to talk shop. Matter of fact, my son's been trying to get me retired for a while, but I don't really want to retire yet. I'm really enjoying talking shop, and I'm loving our new shop. And so I hope everybody had a very successful year. I hope the Truck Mount Forums and myself and my son and all of us here were able to help you become more successful. And in the future, we'll continue to do that. We've got a track record of a good, almost 15 years through the forum, through the bulletin boards back in the day. I've always been helping people to, to raise the industry bar so they can clean better and make customers happier, get more reviews, more repeats, and more referrals. That's what it's all about. So I want you to, improve your craft, raise the bar of the industry. Because what happens then? We all make more money, and we move that, and then we leave that money and that legacy to our lineage. So that's really important to leave a legacy behind us, and that's what I'm trying to do. And hopefully, you guys are all on the same page. And next year, we've got the podcast and a lot of new exciting things coming, but there might be a little hamper coming up, and that's why I want you to keep in mind this Thursday, 6 o'clock, be there or be square. That's old right there. Anyway, I appreciate everything. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have yourself a good night. I'm Rob Allen with Truck Mount Forums. Appreciate all the support. Have a good next year also.